day and the season. It's Berger Boys on the blue team with RPG or Red Pig on the purple team. Today it's gonna be me, Owasi Thing, accompanied by legend, wait for it, Airy, or as we like to call him, Fairy. Fairy, look us on to the bans and the picks right now so far.
Hold on.
Okay, holding on for Fairy to start talking. Until then, I'll tell you guys a few about the bans and the picks. You see a Zed, Thresh, and a Callisto over here. Some very strong picks with the Singed and the Vi. I hate Singed. I do not want to see Singed get fed this game, but that might actually be the case. Or not. Waiting on Manish. Sorry, Fairy. Tell us what's up.
I prefer the first one.
So, Fairy, guide us through with all the bans.
Okay, so, first of all, Berger Boys do have a level 12 on their team, so they don't have the runes and masteries. Secondly, the Mordekaiser ban. I don't know anyone on the purple team who plays Mordekaiser. Well, I don't know anyone on either team right now, so this will be like a new experience for me.
A new experience for Fairy. You guys heard it first at the ILG, and we see the Ahri being locked in and the Teemo being hovered on. Do you want this to be a Teemo pick on the jungle?
Yes.
Or do they not have a jungler at all in the first place?
I don't know, it's a level 12. They could be running
12.
duo top, I don't know.
Well, it could be a duo top, or it could be a Tryndamere. Either ways, doesn't look like we're gonna see a jungle.
Teemo or Tryndamere both are about at the same level, really.
Yep, or a Jax, which is... Oh, okay, so we are gonna see a Jax.
How many do you expect a level 12 to have, really?
Probably 4. At
so
best.
We're short on 1. Oh, he locked it in. Okay, it's a Jax. They are not.
Alright, so it's gonna be Jax on the top lane as a support. It's gonna be 2 supports this game. One's Thresh, the other one's support Jax.
This is interesting. We're seeing Season 1 meta.
Exactly, Season 1 meta had an AP top.
Oh,
they even had junglers.
You really never know.
Well, true. Now we're looking on the last pick for RPG. They can actually fancy a Teemo pick right now. I don't feel like that's gonna be much of a problem. Oh, and that is gonna be a Jax with the jungle. We see Jax picking up the smite at the very last second, and Blackstar is gonna opt in on that Lux for the mid lane.
Let's be honest here, it was not a last second. It was pretty obvious he was going to go jungle.
Well, you know, I had little faith into the team having a jungler at the moment, because everyone had exhaust on, and Jax isn't really that viable of a jungler.
I was kind of excited to see a Jax top, duo top. I don't know. It's something.
Yeah, I'm a little bit disappointed. A little bit disappointed.
So,
alright.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah. Okay, so the Callista and the Thresh. That's a very good bot lane because they can engage and disengage so easily. Like, they can save each other no problem. Thresh with the lanterns, Callista with the ultimate. Plus, of course, we do know Callista's so much of a pain right now.
Yeah, Callista's an annoying champ.
What do you think about that Callista versus Lucian?
Well, when it comes to the Callisto versus the Lucian will have some early harass onto that Callisto, but afterwards, it's going to be pretty much Callisto all the way if they get going, but depends on the ganks from the junglers in the end. If there's Vi ganking at level 4 and at the level 6, I don't think Callista's going to have much going for her throughout the rest of the game.
But then again, it is a Callista. She should have no trouble avoiding Vi to level 6.
True, and the Sentinels do come and help, but Vi ganks can come from wherever, whenever, and those ganks are meant to be together. So we'll see what's going to happen then. The game's already started for everybody. We're on to the loading screen for those guys who are actually playing, but for us who are watching through spectator mode, we have to wait for another 2 minutes for the game to start. So Manish, give us some idea on how that mid lane's going to look like.
So, Ahri versus Lux, of course, level 6, Ahri is mobile, Lux, lots of skill shots, it easily goes in Ahri's favor, but, look at it this way, Ahri is more of a pick one person out and kill them, whereas Lux does have a really huge teamfight presence, at least that's what I think. Like, Ahri can charm someone and like that person's dead. Lux does have her snares, but like with her E and her laser, she's got that presence. Also, just because of the laser, she's got a sort of global advantage. And basically, you can't exactly think you're safe going B under your turret with low health.
Yeah, that's sure. That's surely a thing, but you have ooh, and turns out nobody's watching us right now. Ooh, the stream stopped.
Oh, sorry about that. I had to get up for a bit. Did I hear a phone call? Alright guys, everybody's at 100%. We are about to go live in game.
Ooh.
And the game is live. We are in.
Exactly.
And I called it. I did call it.
Ooh, and we are looking into a pause. Very good prediction, Manish.
That was not even 1 second. Like, okay, 15 seconds. Okay, fair enough.
Well, technically, I'm pretty sure it's been 1 second.
Yeah, we do have a disconnection, and it's on the RPG team. I thought it would be the Jacks, but no, it's on the purple side.
Ah. Who is it?
I'm not sure.
It's either, actually, it could be any four of them.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely not Lucian. Okay, I think we're good to go. Okay, so I'm assuming the Callista is going to bind her Thresh. That will make that bot lane pretty strong. Yep.
And there we go, having Callista mating with the Thresh.
Really? Oh, okay. I mean, that word seems a bit too extreme, doesn't it?
Well, how does it feel like...
And
See,
there we go. The pact has been made.
The oath has been taken. The pact has been made. Are there any other ways to say it?
Are we going to be seeing an invade? No, everyone's scattering all over the place. We see two wards in the same bush, and Singh heading top.
And we're gonna see Lux.
There will be an invade. No, there won't. They will stick to their own jungles.
Sounds pretty standard.
Yeah.
You don't want to take too many risks early in the tournament, so might as well stay safe.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure Berger boys would not want to take any risk against. I'm sure like they're a bit intimidated by the enemy team.
Exactly, playing safe and putting up wards wherever they need to. Both the wards from the red team and the blue team sitting side by side in this early level 1 engagement. Well, wait, there is no level 1 engagement. We however do see a ward coming from Berger boys at the bottom lane, which doesn't really make any sense since they're hovering over it anyway.
I mean, they decided, you know what, we should just watch over this ward, make sure nobody kills it. Oh, we see an aggressive ward, but that's about it. Lux doesn't want nothing to do with that.
And the teams wishing each other to have wishing each other good luck and lots of fun. And Ari saying thank you for all that.
And well, the mid lane right now, I'm thinking Lux actually is gonna have an advantage over Ari to level 6. Yeah, they are both definitely on par with their CS. Ari has no. Okay, yeah, that's good.
All right, so not really that much fun happening early.
Bot lane right now.
Looking out over at the bot lane, looks like Lucian is having the much better time with the Morgana pressure coming along. And we have Vi already done with her red buff, while Jax is still starting up on that blue.
Jax is going to die. Having no runes really expensive.
Ooh, and is that gonna be a dead Jax early on into the game?
No,
Are we gonna see a dead Jax? No, he makes it out just in time.
Being a level 12 and jungling really costing him here.
Exactly, I don't think you have enough masteries to be able to jungle properly.
Yeah, I mean, I don't even think he has the tier 3 runes, so...
Exactly, probably new on the Garena server, however, this Jax could come back later on into the game. Let's just see how that happens.
Jax, I mean, in the end, runes and masteries really only affect the early game mostly. At least for junglers, in my opinion.
Exactly, and looking at up on the mid lane, Lux has a slight advantage over Ari. And the Q!
There's the Morgana snare that lasts forever.
And it lasted a good amount of forever with the W being landed on. And let's look up on the top lane. Singe already doubled the CS that Zed has right now.
Yeah, I'm
having a really good time.
Surprised that Zed isn't able to keep up with the CS.
Yeah,
He's
exactly. I expected
actually
this.
not last hitting properly, so. And again with the
Ooh,
snare
and
that
another
lasts
binding
forever.
hits the trash.
Oh, Y is getting ready to gank mid here. She may get something out of this. She has got red buff. No, no, she will not. Oh, okay, she's still waiting there. She's still waiting there. Are we gonna
Exactly, she
see a
might
gank?
coming in.
Are
Here
we gonna
comes the
see a
gank
gank?
coming from the Vi
Oh,
and
oh,
the. Ooh, but the
oh
charm
no!
connects, and
Ari will
that's
get put.
first
That
blood
was
for
an
Berger
excellent
boys.
charm.
That was a perfect time charm. Danger putting Vi on danger, but another binding hits the trash.
And she takes the double buff, which will really hurt Lux right now.
Ooh, and Jack's coming in for that gank. That is a very, very. Oh,
Oh
and
dear, oh dear.
and the toss
Oh dear.
misses. Is this gonna be a dead trash?
Oh yes, yes.
Ooh, and
Oh, the
Trash
flame,
manages to get out just
beautiful
in
flame.
time. The flash coming up, but that is a dead Jax
Oh
right
dear,
there. Double
and
buffs going on over to that Lucian.
we see two double buff transfers from both teams.
Exactly, but then again, Kalista does take that kill on that Morgana. Ooh,
Yeah,
and the charm hits again. This Ari's on a rampage, causing a lot of damage, especially with the red buff right of her
blue
ass.
buff and red buff really costing Lux there.
Exactly, none of the junglers holding on to their buffs, all giving up the death early from failed gank attempts. However, you could say Jax's one was a little bit more successful because they got the kill onto that Morgana.
I'm not surprised that Jax died there. He did, of course, lack. Oh, a really good flay.
Alrighty then.
Well, the very thing we feared is kind of happening here with Kalista getting a bit hard to handle.
Alright, now looking back into the game, I think my game crashed for a while, so Fairy, how about you drag us on through on how the game's looking like right now?
Alright, so taking a look at top lane, we see, as I predicted, that Singed is face rolling the Zed. Zed's unable to CS. He's kind of stuck under his turret, but he still seems to be having a hard time CSing here, so I guess Singed is doing a good job of pressuring him. In the bot lane, Lucian did get a little ahead, plus he's got the red buff, so that is going well for them, especially the double buff transfer from Jax.
Hello? Anybody there?
We see that Ari is hit level 6 before Lux. No, they're both level 6, okay. Lux is
Well-
first side of a Fiendish Codex. And
Ooh,
he's doing a lot of damage actually.
Yeah, looking onto that early Athenes, Lux taking the Fiendish Course and doing a lot of damage to that Ari. However, however, you have to admit that Ari does have the advantage in lane going right now. Let's see what she comes back with. Ari came back with the Fiendish Codex of herself, with the Ardent Crescent. So that looks like a Morellonomicon.
He's going for a Morello's, and we see Zed. I'm not sure. I think Zed DC. Yeah, I think Zed.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that Zed's a disconnected. And Poro Knight not giving a crap, killing that Zed.
Yeah, that was. I mean, it was pretty obvious he disconnected. Yeah, and now we see the pause timer.
Ooh, and Singe taking the disconnection kill. Everyone saw that. Everybody saw that.
That was not a.
It was not the most honorable sort of play, is what I'd say.
That was very unsportsmanlike or Singed.
Exactly. Singe didn't even notice that the Zed didn't even move, but he still went for the kill, went for auto attacks. That guy won't be getting any fantasy points for that kill.
Well, it's not against the rules, but it was still very unsportsmanlike.
Exactly. Well, now I'm rooting for Berger boys right now because they really need to come back from that disconnection. Zed was already quite behind in lane, and giving that kill to the Singe was extra added injury. So let's see how they come back into this game. And another binding hits the trash.
Wow, that is so much damage coming down from that Morgana.
Yeah, a lot of bot lane harass coming up. And again, Sin showing no mercy to that Zed by proxying that lane.
We see the traditional proxy singed.
Exactly, but pretty bad time. Oh, and we also saw Ari missing that CS. That was beautiful.
Lux is actually freely able to zone Ari here because she's got the range advantage.
Ooh, and finally Morgana misses one of those Qs.
Zoning. It doesn't really matter because they really can't do anything. They're too afraid to engage with that Morgana over there.
Ooh, and Ari making a roam onto that top lane, trying to go stop onto that Singed.
That Singed already looking...
Ooh, and that Zed not doing what's smart, trying to take a lot of unnecessary damage from that. Oh, and the ult comes in. Ooh, and the charm misses. Is this going to be a dead... No, not really, no, it's a living Singed. And everything's being popped. And is this gonna be a death? Oh, and that Zed's gonna die. That Zed is gonna die, and Jax takes that kill in the end, but that was a lot of loss for a kill. Flash is burned and everything.
That Jax simply not doing enough damage.
Exactly, the W auto attack from the Jax still wasn't enough to take down that Singed.
And this Morgana dangerously good with her Qs. Like, they're always really close every time.
Yeah, and they hurt a lot too.
It is a Morgana, and she has finished her tier 2
support item. The Spell Thief's Edge's evolved form, that is the Frostfang. Yeah. So we're seeing Vi and Lux roaming down to the bottom side, and that is bad news for Kalista right now. Is she gonna be dead? And the snipe coming out from Lux at the right moment, and Vi wasn't even needed that fight. Now we see the game slowly spiraling out of control for Berger boys. Ooh, and the Bilgewater Cutlass popped for that Singed.
Oh no, it's me. I just got up.
Ooh, and that Ari dealing a good amount of damage. That isn't a bad Ari at all. Ooh, but Jack's taken so low from trying to go take that dragon.
Oh, Ari. Oh, right now.
Oh, and the kill onto that Morgana. That was beautiful stuff right there. And Lux not following up.
That snare lands for like last.
Ooh, and this is gonna be the end of Ari. But we know it's gonna be the end of Jax because he's gonna die like right now. And that is a double kill for Lucian.
Well, that's what happens when you get cocky.
Exactly. Ari in no position to go for that engage, missed the charm onto the Vi and didn't deal enough damage in the end.
I know, she did land her charm, but just not on the right person. And we see the swaggy recall from Vi.
Swaggy recall from Vi. Indeed. Now we're looking at the farm. Ari actually had like a 10 CS lead over Lux, but because of all the roaming and the problems that Ari had to face going up against RPGs, Lux now has a CS lead with 60.
And
you see,
while Ari does have a kill advantage, Lux has 3 assists. So she's got that.
And a needlessly large rod over it.
Which is nice. And yes, the Lux poke is going to hurt, and considering that Ari is going for a Moralanomicon and not an Athene, so she's going to take full damage from those.
Exactly. If I was Ari right now, I'd probably go for the Abyssal Scepter, but that does not seem like what this Ari was going for.
And again, this Morgana with the really close snares.
Did it hit?
It was really close. It's like maybe an inch. Okay, an inch too much. Maybe a centimeter. This
and the top turret looks like it's gonna go down.
Like, this set is really bad at farming under turret. Like,
out him!
Oh, and he's gonna die. Oh no, the exhaust! And doing exactly what you're not supposed to be.
That's it, just gonna live.
Oh dear, that. Oh wow, that's a double kill for Vi.
Ooh, and a double kill for Vi, while Ari only just managed to pick up Poor Knight, and the Q hits. I didn't notice how that quick Q would hit.
This is going. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Ooh, this looks bad news for Ari, but is it bad news for Vi?
Ooh, that did a lot of damage.
Yeah, but the flash does get popped from Ari, and that's more bad news considering how RPG are actually on a roll right now.
RPG are quite far ahead. They have a 5k gold advantage. And this snare.
Ooh, and did that land?
It's a lot of almosts now, like. Oh, dear.
Ooh, and the ult comes out on that Callista.
Well, the almost now a confirmed snare land.
However, in spite of getting poked out a lot, the bot lane's actually doing pretty well. Callista's sitting on 93 CS to Lucian's 99. So you could say that the farm department isn't looking too bad.
That is true, but we need to consider that Lucian's 3 kills ahead. He's 4-0.
Exactly, my friend. That is obviously bad news for the bot lane right now, but... Ooh, and the flash snare does not connect, but we see a Singed coming in.
Well, that happened. Oh my god!
Ooh, and the Callista gets taken away. The Lux ultimate coming randomly out of nowhere.
Oh, and Ari doing work?
Ooh, that Ari coming to go save her friends, but looks pretty hard to do right now.
At this point, if I were that Lux, I would buy a Magi Soul Stealer, really.
Yeah, I feel like a Magus would be a very good item on that Lux right now.
I mean, she's been playing it safe, she's been farming when she can, and she does, you know, come down to assist when she can.
Exactly.
And this Y is getting real big too.
This Vi has been creating a lot of ruckus all over the map, probably because of the 30 level advantage.
Yeah, there's that too. And I think Dragon's a minute away, okay.
Dragon's gonna be up in 1 minute and 20 seconds.
Zed must be really excited because this is the most farm he's got in a long time.
Exactly. Zed not having the best time on the lane, but making the best use of all the silence that he can, taking away this turret.
I don't mean to be rude or anything, but this Zed's really bad at CSing.
Yeah, he's probably not the best CSer out there. Ooh, but the Callista takes down. Oh, and is there gonna be more things happening? No. Oh, but is there? There's gonna be Thresh going on to that ultimate, taking down the binding hits, but Callista's still plowing away onto that Morgana. And is that gonna be a kill coming up? It's a double kill for Royal Exile. It's a double kill coming up for Royal Exile. I said that twice.
Yeah, you did. I mean, it was a double kill, so it does warrant you saying it twice.
Ooh, and right now, Callista flying high with 4 kills and 2 deaths.
I think
and 0 assists.
I think that does give Callista her Runan's Hurricane. And she's also got a BF sword, so she does do a lot of damage, and she's got the attack speed.
Ooh, and that's a Runan's BF sword coming out from Callista. That's gonna be a lot of damage and a lot of AoE, I'd say. Is that AoE what Callista does?
Yeah, I guess so. I mean...
You can call it AoE.
Yeah, I guess so. I don't know what to call it.
Multi-target.
You can't discredit the Lucian, because a Fed Lucian is a scary Lucian.
A Fed Lucian is a scary Lucian, and you have to take into account that RPG are warding more superior around the map.
Oh, they've been on the top of their warding game, plus you can see that 2 members of RPG have switched to the sweeper and they've been using it actively. Of course, 2 members of Berger Boys have also switched to the sweeper, but they haven't been on top of their ward game. Oh, what?
Ooh, and Vi comes in for the kill. That's gonna be the ult being popped out, and no, I was incorrect.
Oh dear, that is not what... Oh dear.
Oh no, that Vi thrown all over the map.
This Singed going ham, giving no shiz nuggets. Oh no, that.
Do not ult that Singed, this is what I'm saying.
He does not.
Oh, and the... Never mind. The Singed is alive. And the double kill picked up by that Singed. This Singed does not play fair, does he?
Well, then again, you don't You don't play Singe to play fair.
And there we go, the second dragon being picked up by RPG. Them still holding on to the game like it's theirs.
I'm not gonna give credit to the Singe because he probably did that because of that AFK kill.
Exactly, the disconnection kill really giving Singe all that he needed. Poor Knight, instead of being called Knight, he's sort of the bad guy in this game right now.
So I'm just gonna not like him from now on. Okay, no, I can't do that, but still. Okay.
Anyway, the protagonist.
Let's take a look at the gold here. We see that the RPG has 32k over Burger Boys' 24.
That's an 8,000 gold lead.
Like, clearly have way superior warding here. Like, if you take a look at the map, there's so many red wards and like 2 blue ones. And I see 3 vision wards. Oh!
Oh, and the Lux helping out that Ari. Bro, you need the blue buff. I help you get the blue buff, says the Lux to that Ari.
However, that last team fight could have gone differently if it wasn't the Callista who got snared there. But, you know, when you get hit by a Morgana snare, you may as well go AFK.
You may as well go AFK. And the Sentinel being taken down. The protagonists of this game, Burger Boys, having a really hard time coming back into this.
Protagonists?
Well, I'm saying the protagonist for now because Poor Knight is clearly the antagonist of this game right now.
Oh, well, I'll give you that. I like that. I like that thinking. Oh, that's Garo.
Oh, and the binding nearly hits. If I was at Jax, I would sigh in relief.
Of course. I mean, I feel like I should keep mentioning the if you get snared, you may as well go AFK.
Exactly. And the binding, this time it lands the minion, that minion's gonna go AFK.
Look at the amount of time the snare lasts, like that's stupid.
Yeah, but the stick's still alive, but it gets taken down to the antagonist poison. And here we have the antagonist coming up onto the enemy team.
See the big bad Singe going in to 4 people.
Ooh, and the Singe gets the Morgana Q, and the Morgana binding lands, that is an AFK Jax!
And Jax goes AFK.
And Jax goes AFK.
Oh.
Ooh. They're being dragged into their own base even though none of the inner turrets have been taken. RPG with a lot of positional power.
And we see Lux is having a perfect game so far, and I think it's gonna stay that way. She really stays like behind her front line. And with a frontliner like this Singe, I really don't think, oh, okay.
And that W did pretty much nothing.
There's anything to worry about. Oh dear, oh dear.
Ooh, are we gonna see any dart? Oh, and the binding lands. Callista pretty much just landed onto it. And the Callista actually takes the kill. Ooh, are you really trying to kill that Callista? That Lux, not gonna happen. And the Morgana binding lands onto that Jax again. Jax not choosing to go AFK. And the antagonist goes deep into the turret, but the ult comes out, but Lucian takes the kill. The antagonist still wants more.
Singed is not satisfied.
Exactly, the Singed, the antagonist, coming in to cause a lot of ruckus.
Let's take a look at Singed's items. Let's take a look at itemization here.
Rod of the Ages, Randuin's Omen, and the Boots of Swiftness, with the Crystalline Flask up to boot.
Good to go, and I think he's gonna buy something now, so...
He doesn't really need to buy any more items though, that's what I'll say.
I'm thinking Spirit Visage, I'm not sure. No, yeah, no, I don't...
Don't avoid stuff.
I'm not... Well, this is the first Singe I've seen in a long while who hasn't bought a mana crystal, so...
Exactly, we're gonna see the Void Staff coming out from the antagonist.
Void Staff, I don't think it's a Void Staff, I think he's going for the Rylai's.
A Rylai's Crystal Scepter! Oh, that sounds like a very good idea on the Singed. Sorry, the protagonist.
Antagonist.
The antagonist? Oh my god, I messed that up.
Alright, so, the Zed is 042, 94 CS, but, like, Singed has made sure that Zed has been pretty much useless this game, which is, like, if Zed can't do his thing, if Zed can't go into a team and kill, like, the carry and come back, he's kind of useless. This is a 4v5.
Exactly, that Zed pretty much having no impact this entire game so far.
And
with no kills and 2 assists.
I feel like, I mean, I know it's the harsh truth. Having a level 12 really, it's a handicap.
It is a handicap not being able to have a full root page or mastery page. Even when you're level 30, sometimes you don't have a full root page, but not having those masteries really hurt a lot more.
Yeah, I mean, you could see he struggled in the jungle. He had to go back after every major camp. Like, at least till he finished his big items, he's
Exactly, the Jack's only sitting onto the...
He's built the Juggernaut enchantment, but he's still nowhere near us. And look at how fast he melts. He's really got no chance.
The Jax pretty much deals no damage and doesn't have much health, and the RPG takes that down
really
easily.
Nothing that Jax can do. So it's like right now it's a 3v5. They're really in no condition. Oh, the charm landing. If you'll notice, Singe does not have any MR, so Ari is probably the only person who deals damage to him. Oh!
Speaking of dealing damage, Singe lives and does take the kill, but Lucian. And oh! The good guys win just one round as Zed takes the kill. Exactly, finally Zed getting a kill onto the antagonist. Exactly, it is a little bit too late, and Thresh goes in for a suicide dive, and that doesn't really work out too well as we see the inhibitor turret going down.
This is the bad guys win.
This is the day where the bad guys win, the antagonist Singed and his team. Finishing this game easy.
You know, maybe we should like stop calling the teams bad guys, because you know people are watching.
I know. I should.
Yeah, okay, so
okay, so it's just the Singed who's the antagonist. Not so bad, guys. Minus Singed.
Yeah, okay.
Minus Singed. Oh, and the binding lands! That's a very good binding coming out from Morgana, and the Lucian does not take the kill. That rightfully goes to the Morgana, who deserves that kill. Racking up on the kills board with the first kill.
At this point, RPG's like, oh, turret. Okay. What's that?
What's a turret?
And we can see that the Zed has rushed. Oh, okay.
Alright, shutdown going on to Lucian, and everyone still lives. Then you have to realize that wasn't a...
That was weird.
That was weird. It's because everyone on Team Berger Boys are so low on levels, mana, skill, and not skill. So low on items and everything that they even if that engagement.
Berger Boys is literally low on everything: kills, gold, turrets, items, levels. You name it, they're low on it.
And if they were on equal footing right then and there, that would have been a triple kill for Callista.
Yeah, I mean that Callista getting ahead, which they really needed, that didn't happen. It could have happened, but it was kind of stopped in its tracks. It wasn't allowed to happen, which is like a smart thing on RPG's part. I mean, but then again, it's pretty obvious they're the more experienced team of the two.
Exactly, and the antagonist goes up and steals the blue buff. Typical antagonist behavior.
Yeah, okay. I don't know if you would call that a steal. Oh, they're doing Baron. I think this will be an easy Baron. Okay.
Ooh, and the Baron. Exactly. Look at the wards on Team RPG. They're doing the warding game perfectly. A tri-ward around the Baron.
Baron, are you gonna get a kill here? Okay.
Nope, Baron buff gets taken down easily. That too on pretty much level.
It wasn't really easy. I mean, he almost died there.
Yeah, but you have to admit that the Divine is level 13, the Morgana's 14, and Lucia's only level 13. No one in the entire game has a level above 13 except for that Singe, who's sitting pretty on level 16.
Yeah, I was kind of hoping that Baron would get a few kills there. You know, unsung hero and all that.
Yeah, the unsung hero Baron always winning the game for the comebacks and the underdogs.
Yeah, did you know most games in ranked are lost when the team tries to take Baron?
And we see another bad thing happening right now. The flash being popped up from that Zed. Zed goes in for some reason. And gets a kill. That's Singe gone down. But then again, so does Thresh and Ari go down. Oh, and the binding lands. That is a dead Lucian.
Did Lucian just flash over
Jack's the only man alive or in that fight right now.
I do not get that. Okay, okay. I mean, Lucian did flash over the wall, but okay.
Alright. Now with the Baron buff, this is going to be an easy turret for Team Berger boys.
If only this Zed had items, I'm pretty sure he could go in and out no problem.
Exactly, only holding on to that Hex Drinker and the Blade of the Road King at 28 minutes.
It's like Zed has been such a tiny threat this game. Like, Lucian hasn't even considered buying QSS or anything.
Exactly, and the blue buff off.
There's been zero need to counter this Zed. Like, he has been useless. And I feel inclined to, like, that one kill that Singe took unfairly, that put him way too far behind.
Yeah, that was pretty much the antagonist kiss right there, which totally ruined Zed for the entire game for himself. Trying hard though, trying to finish that Maw of Malmortius, but a little bit too late to be building an item built for defense.
They're 2 inhibitors short right now. That is... And this Morgana is scary. I mean... God, I hate Morgana. So she counters Thresh so well.
She counters anything like Neo, and that is a dead Ahri, sniped from all the way downtown.
Again, I mean, I can't stress enough. Ahri should have definitely... I mean, Lux should have definitely built a Soul Stealer.
Exactly, she should have actually gone for that Medjay's.
Oh, I didn't realize Lux died? When did Lux die? Oh, I think it was at that one fight, at top turret, okay. Yeah, look at this Singe. This Singe literally does not care.
This Singe reminiscing everybody of Guardsman Bob back in the old game.
In American Girl slang, this Singe does not even.
Does not even. And Ahri coming up for a last-ditch attempt at getting kills. Not really gonna work out.
I don't think... Has Singe even used his ulti?
Oh, and a 3-man stun coming up from Jax! Not that it does anything, though.
No.
Ooh! But Morgana does go down.
No, she did. Wow. Okay.
That was brutal.
Easy win for RPG.
Ooh, well played RPG. You guys win the game. That was the first game of the day. The victory going on over to RPG.